What's up, everyone? Good old Wizards and Warriors music. Welcome out there on Twitch and on YouTube, maybe, if I upload this, which I don't know if I will, but I said that about the vampire, and I actually did upload that. Although I need to upload more parts of it. I stopped uploading it. This is another test of a work-in-progress patch to revamp Sif Muna, my wife. We're in a relationship. Yep, the Sif changes command is just a quick write-up. Waifu. Literal wife. We're actually married. The changes are that she gets normal piety on kill. I'll just read off the thing. The command output channel goes from being available at 3 stars to 2 star. I didn't change the strength of channel or the way it scales with Invo. That's something else that could be changed. And both amnesia, I guess all 3 of those abilities, channel, amnesia, and book gifts, all kind of drop down a level of accessibility. Or a piety level. So channel down to 2 star, amnesia down to 3 star from 4, book gifts we're at 5, and now 4. So that's a major change in of itself, because before Sif had partially used skill training as a basis for gaining piety, and then partially had piety on kills, and this finally just fully switches her over, because the skill-based piety system just really didn't lead to anything interesting other than overtraining skills just because you really needed piety. But it was a very silly exchange, because you weren't training it because you wanted, spell power or fail rate. You were just training it to get gifts. So it just wasn't really an interesting dynamic. It's tough to make custom, well-differentiated piety systems in this game. 2 examples of doing that, at least arguably successfully, are Ru and Uskayao. Those really have different piety systems that are actually interesting. And yeah, probably the most fun change, and certainly an increase to Sif's power level beyond that, is a new it's going to get renamed, but right now I've just called it Divine Knowledge. It's an ability that lets you cast any spell from your spell library at 100% success rate, and with a spell power bonus from invocations that is worth, where the bonus is the amount of the bonus is like the skill you get from the spell skills, but 50% more. And Divine Energy and Miscast Protection are both gone, because now she basically has an active that lets you cast spells where you would try to use Miscast Protection, at least arguably, and it sort of expands it because you have a spell power bonus, so you can even cast spells that you don't have any training in, because you'll get a bonus from invocations. And you can use it to cast spells that you can already cast, and cast them with guaranteed success and with a little bit of extra spell power. That's an aspect that certainly could see some adjustment, but I think it makes a pretty good amount of sense, because if you could cast spells regardless of training without any bonus, and you didn't have training in the schools, it kind of limits what you can really do with it. And getting that spell power bonus is impactful, but it's not totally crazy or anything. Stream tiles, I play using WebTiles server, and I run the game in console, and WebTiles can watch over a local socket from the crawl binary. This is basically the same setup that's used on official servers, although it's not done with quite as much other stuff. But yeah, it's basically how WebTiles works. It runs the binary, and the binary talks to WebTiles over a local socket, and then I just have it. I just have it open in a WebTiles window. You can even watch it. I'll give you the link. This is a temporary one. It changes every time. Let me verify something really fast before I do this, though. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, this will work. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that. It's a high piety cost. It's basically the same cost as Sanctuary. And currently it doesn't cost any additional MP. It just costs the MP from casting the spell itself. So yeah, it has a quite high piety cost, and being at 5-star means yeah, so you cannot spam this. Definitely not. But you can use, I mean, you can use literally any spell that's in your library, and you don't have to have any training at all. And yeah, like somebody mentioned Control Blink. I mean, you probably have a Blink scroll, but how about casting Borgs or Viv? Nope, you don't have to memorize it. It's right from your library. Or casting some high-level summon, etc. You can have a lot of fun with this ability. You don't have to have any training. But yeah, it's not something you can spam either. So I think people will have, yeah, I mean, you LCS, Firestorm, Glaciate, Tornado, go for the L9s. It's 100% success rate, and the spell power you get, you can take your, like, if you suppose you have 0 training in the relevant schools, you're probably not going to have 0 training in some of the spells you use. But if you have, say, Invo 10, you're going to cast it as if you had 15 in the relevant school skills, because the bonus you get from Invo is worth 50% more. And if you do have training in the relevant schools, you still get that Invo bonus. So, you know, you could use it to cast a spell you can already cast at a guaranteed success and with a spell power bonus. So I think it's going to be pretty fun. Alright, I'm testing it with Human Wizard. Just a generic combo, sort of a shout out to Iggy Dota, who was learning Crawl with Human Wizard. I guess I should play this carefully in the beginning. So yeah, we're gonna go Sif. We're gonna die to a cockroach. Not today. Not today. Not this day. Maybe some other day, but not today. Shut the door. Because a rat cannot open a door. Nice try, rat, but you can't do it. Still, channeling before 4 stars isn't preferable. I want books. Well, I mean, I use it if you're in trouble. You can wait a little while on the books. Yeah, we could move the books a little bit earlier, but this is sort of a starting. I mean, the thing about the books is if you start with a book, you definitely don't need a book gift to have really good spells on literally every mage start. I mean, the weakest one is like you know, is Venom Mage, and it's like, you know, it's really not that weak. You still have really good spells in that book. You definitely don't need that, but at the same time, it's kind of cool if sort of non-book starts can have some. That was Streets of Rage. Yep. That was. Is that called Go Right? You know, in reference to how that's what you do in that game and in a lot of beat 'em ups. You just go right. What do I do now? Well, go right. It's a beat 'em up. Dang, the whole crew. And this is from a game on the competing system, Super Nintendo, called Final Fantasy IV. Although as it was released in the United States, it was called Final Fantasy II. Apparently I did not memorize Call Imp. A bad person. What was I even thinking? Go straight for that Call Imp spell power. Well, Meph certainly is a spell. I won't deny that. Damn. Okay. Uh-oh. Well. Could stay put, Mr. Imp. Oh yeah, that's the good one. Nasty situation I got myself into. Oh, on my head, okay. Not going to memorize another spell because I want to have enough for Conjure Flame, because that's just such a good spell. Enable one skill. What will it be? You become a queen bee. Oh, Solomon's Key? Yeah, that's a sick game. Yeah, I might do a run of it. I mean, that's one of Yogi the Monk's signature games. He's, I don't know if he still has the record for it, but he's had it. He's incredibly good at that game. It's really neat. It's certainly a really neat take on that, like, I guess you could call it a Load Runner style of game. Because Load Runner was one of the first. Second place, yeah, it should be, Mr. Metroid that's in first. Quarterstaff, big. Metroid McFly, who's also an outstanding original Metroid player, has the record and all sorts of stuff with that game. I hit you, Jackal. I hit you with this big old stick. There's your red altar. I'm not looking for your red though, teehee. You all know which god I'm looking for? I won't spoil it for you. Did that bat have a potion? Wow. Become a phase bat. Nope, not Che. Good guess. Good guess. Really good guess. Outstanding guess. Any other day, you would have been 100% correct because everyone knows how much I love Che. It's not Che this time. I'm not vehement about it. That's a lot of nulls. I have a feeling, I don't know, I have a feeling, I think I'm going to go Sif this time just because I have this feeling that I'm going to find a Sif altar on D4. I don't know, it's just, I guess you could call it an inkling. Boy, it's a good job almost, no, it's just, you know, developer's intuition. That's all. Sometimes devs have a read on the RNG that players don't exactly get because of our... Well, we're in touch with the code. We see in code. We live and breathe code. We surround ourselves with jackals. And then we die. That really did not work. Wow. Quaff the potions. Okay. I really need to hit this guy. I don't believe, like, it's incredible. I can't believe that quarterstaff missed so much. Wow. Obviously that was incredibly dumb and I'm being incredibly lazy. And I shouldn't because it would be stupid to have to restart this run over that. You know, I say that and I do it right all over again. Apparently I'm really, really adamant about getting this character killed. I don't know why. Don't do this at home, kids. Really, quarterstaff, you failed me. I thought I could just, you know... The random quaff works every time. Literally every time. Oh. Another frickin' worm. I don't like worms. Fire magic. Good thing I'm training fire magic and not using conjure flame. Oh, that was a spot on English accent. I don't know what you're talking about. Trained at Juilliard. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got the adder. Got him. Just to get a good sense. Human is great to test for balance purposes, Mike, because you're not too strong, you're not too weak. So part of what I want to do is just get a rough feel for how it is in practice playing. And so I don't want to pick I don't want necessarily to pick deep elves that are so sort of ridiculous with their spells once they do get their spells. Yeah, that's not a bad one to test too, but it's just a bit stronger. But as far as spell casting wise, yeah, very similar. And that wouldn't have been a bad one to test, certainly. Polymorphitis, yeah. Question is, I'm gonna conjure a flame. Well, that's... There we go. Oh wait, never mind. Really wasn't quite the result I was hoping for. I'll have to try some other stairs. There's Rue. We could go Rue. I don't know. I just want to hold out for D4. I just have a feeling there's gonna be a Sif altar on D4. I don't know why. It's just a feeling I have that I can't shake. Ooh, a spear. That's a good thing to pair with Conjure Flame. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we never did kill those gnolls. This layout. Cave layout. A book! Ooh, those are good spells. That's a very good book. Very, very, very good book. Right now, I'm actually just getting fire up to 3 for Conjure Flame, which is still not that high. I think you go ahead and switch over to back to Conj, honestly. I really need to read some of these scrolls, so I'm going to do that right now. We go. Oh. Oh, okay. Found the gnolls, but then we teleported away. Very intelligent. Ring, and what is this staff? Oh, hey. That is useful for summon imp. White imps for days. Look at that. Oh. No, I just get this feeling. I don't know what it is. Somewhere on this level, this exact level, is a Sif altar, and I don't know why. It's my dev sense. It's calling out to me, and it's saying, "Oh, see, there's the shining one. That's not Sif, but you know, I still get this feeling." Well, what do you know? Guys, isn't that so crazy? Didn't I say back on D1 that on D4 there'd be a Sif altar? That's so weird. Gosh. I guess devs really just do have a second sense about their own game. That's just so random. Huh. I don't know what you're talking about, Michaela. Oh no. It's not a seeded run. I just added altar vault. Took a generic altar vault and made it play Sif and made it always place on D4 because I wanted to test Sif. This could be Robin or something, because this is... Ooh, dang. Ogre was like, I am not impressed by your imp. Your imp does not impress me. I am Ogre. Never mind, I died. I am suitably impressed after all. Well done, adventurer. Scary. Yeah, sorry. I don't usually play with it on because I think, like, you know, the novelty of it kind of does wear off, even for spectators. But it's kind of fun to play with it. Oh, look who it is. It's the unique, named after a hamburger condiment. Well met. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it, Mike. Somebody explain. What will I train? Well, I'm not going to train Invo yet because it's not even 2-star, not even 1-star. Dart and Terminator.